Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to test out the capabilities of Google's new tool, Stitch Together. The idea is simple. Use direct prompts to generate interfaces and analyze the results. We'll go through 5 or 6 quick iterations to see if the tool lives up to its promises. Most importantly, we'll answer the question everyone is asking. Can Stitch really compete with Figma? Is it the new Figma Killer? That's what we're about to find out. To start, I asked Google Gemini to generate prompts optimized for app design. The first result it suggested was a portfolio called Dev First Talent. We'll copy that prompt and paste it directly into Stitch. I'll skip the loading times and get straight to the point. Here's the prototype. The result is impressive. It's clean, it's polished, and visually it really holds its own. As you explore the prototype, you'll notice that the interface is perfectly responsive. One of the major strengths is the ability to edit content directly on the platform, right within the prototype itself. If a piece of text or a word doesn't sit right with you, you can change it with a single click. Admittedly, for this test, we only have a few pages, but navigation is smooth, which is ideal for quickly presenting an idea or concept. For this first test, my verdict is clear. It's very encouraging. If I had to give it a score, it would be a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. The presentation is professional, and the user experience is top-notch. But this is just the beginning. We're moving right on to the second test. Let's move right on to the second demo. This time, I wanted to raise the bar a bit with a more complex project, an AI-powered video creation studio called JS Focus. The goal was to generate a comprehensive dashboard to manage the creative process. For this test, I decided to use the Gemini 3 Flash model. It's an extremely fast model, and I wanted to see if that speed translated into real effectiveness in interface design. We copy the prompt, launch the generation in Stitch, and see what comes out. Honestly, the results aren't quite there. While the first test blew me away, here you can really feel the limitations. Compared to what you can achieve with the Pro model, the visuals lack depth and consistency. It's not quite it yet. But the biggest problem is responsiveness. Unlike the previous test, the responsive aspect was completely ignored here. For a dashboard, that's a deal breaker. The interface doesn't adapt, and the structure remains very rigid. My verdict for this second test is pretty harsh. It's a 3 out of 10. The Flash model seems to struggle with complex data structures like dashboards. It's an interesting experiment that shows you have to choose your model based on the project's complexity. We're not stopping here. We're continuing our exploration. Third design project, a mobile-first code learning platform. The idea behind this concept is quite bold. Imagine a blend of Duolingo's playful approach and the power of VS Code. We'll see if Stitch can successfully merge these two worlds. The prompt generated by Gemini was already very detailed. Once fed into Stitch, the tool produced a stunning result. This isn't just a simple static page. Stitch generated 3 or 4 complete, structured, and ready-to-use pages for us. Visually, it's super clean. The mobile version is exceptionally clear, with smooth navigation that makes learning almost addictive. I also took a look at the tablet version, and the design is just as impressive. The chosen style is modern, engaging, and perfectly suited for an educational app. For this test, I don't hesitate for a second. It's a 9 out of 10. Stitch perfectly understood the intent and delivered a prototype that seems almost ready for development. It's by far the most conclusive test so far. We'll wrap up with the 5th and final test, arguably the most ambitious, a multi-agent workflow orchestrator. Here, we're dealing with a complex dashboard that needs to highlight an AI agent structure. Stitch provided me with several versions. The first one was actually pretty good, clean and well-structured. The second version, however, was much less convincing and a bit messy. Fortunately, I asked for revisions, and the final version that emerged is really interesting. Pretty good, actually. One caveat, though. As with the previous dashboard test, there's a major issue with responsiveness. It's absolutely not optimized for mobile. This is something Google absolutely must improve. My rating for this latest test, 7 out of 10. You can tell Stitch has potential when it comes to complex interfaces, even if there's still a long way to go before achieving a perfectly polished and responsive product. Before wrapping up this series of tests, I'll wrap things up in style by creating a hero section. This is often the most crucial element of a page, and once again, the result is super clean. For this final test, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. One interesting detail to note, I've noticed that in most projects generated today, the design system leans heavily toward shades of green. Is this due to the AI's training data or a current trend? Either way, the result looks very professional. So, what's the final verdict? For me, Google Stitch is a true revolution. The time savings are simply enormous. What's great is the interoperability. You can switch your project over to Figma to polish it, or send it directly to an AI-powered code editor to move on to the development phase. But be careful, let's not forget the essentials. Human creativity remains irreplaceable. AI is a powerful assistant capable of generating incredible foundations, but it's your vision and your personal touch that will make the difference between a good design and an exceptional product.